Hello again, Dr. Keith Grimes, the VR doctor, here on day 4. Can't show my fingers here, but day 4 of my exploration of Facebook Spaces as a place to consult with patients. Now, I was speaking yesterday about the ability to record the experience, and that requires, much more investment in time to sort of dive deep into it and see what it's like from the receiving end and this end. But today, I'm going to look at asynchronous environments. What if we both see different things? So what do I mean by an asynchronous environment? Well, it's something that I've been thinking about for a little while, and it's actually a little bit difficult to demonstrate here, so I'm going to have to talk it through with you. Right now, we're in an asynchronous environment in some respects. You're in the outside world looking in on me in virtual reality. But a true asynchronous environment will be that my experience of the reality will differ to your experience of the reality. Now, to use in a simple way, and a really good example is that, in real world, I'm quite a tall guy. I'm nearly 6'6". I've got quite a loud voice and quite a domineering presence. And the trouble is that doesn't work for all patients. That might not work for patients who have delicate subjects to talk about without a strapping kind of Scottish lad to talk with, or maybe it's a child who's maybe a little bit intimidated by this. So I can do everything that I can. But there is the possibility within virtual reality for my entire appearance to be changed and changed to the preference of the patient. Now, of course, I'm very happy to have my appearance to change whatever. If you want to turn around and have me looking with, let's check some objects here and say that to make the patient feel more comfortable, they would be happy if I had, I don't think horns on my head is going to be very good, but let's see, they would be happier with a fish. They'd like to have a fish attached to my head. Now, that's a really stupid example. I don't really have many other sort of samples to show you just now. But the important thing about it is that I'm there for the comfort of the person that I'm speaking to. But I could also look different to myself. So it could be in an asynchronous environment that I look like a doctor. I look like the idealized version of a doctor to hone my performance in this particular environment. But for the patient, they see what they want to see. I maybe don't have this stubble. I maybe don't have this fish on my head. I'll get rid of that just now. That's an absurd way of just demonstrating this point. Or, for me to consult, I definitely fit into this role. When I go into work, I put the stethoscope around my neck, I sit in this space and I'm ready to consult. My mind's in the game. But for the other patient, wouldn't it be great that they saw something else they saw? So, I see this room, patient sees Minecraft. And why not? I've even tried consulting in Minecraft before. It's a fantastic space where you can actually physically construct 3D environments to interact with. Another example of this might be about having music in the background or information in front of me that's maybe not visible to other patients as well. And I can give you an example of that again. And that example here would be if I use the tools. And on this toolkit just here, you'll see a computer at the top here. If I take this computer down and bring it here, you can't see anything here, but I see the entire browser of my computer, and I can fire up Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack in the background. And I can hear this, but you can't. Again, asynchronous environment. So the question is, how can we use an asynchronous environment, an asynchronous virtual reality to augment the consultation and help make things easier for the patient and for the clinicians to come to a better understanding and improve outcomes. So that's me for now. I'm going to go back to listening to my music, which you can't see, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.